everyone, this is Rachel with Songbird Crafts Inc., formerly Stamping Songbird. Today we're going to do an unboxing and card making using Spellbinders Just Add Cake card kit. This kit has tons of wonderful things inside. Let's start with this confetti in pink, blue, and cream. This great set of sentiments, and most of them say happy birthday in different fonts. A 3D embossing folder with confetti. Some rub-ons. This is great. Rub-ons are just beautiful if you do them right. So these are great images to make cards. We also have this neon green splatter. The name escapes me. And some color wheel cardstock made just for this kit. We also have 10 cards, 10 card bases and 10 envelopes. Okay, now for the dies. This is an amazing set of a champagne bottle that's bursting with the cork popping out. The sizes of the dies are really, really easy to use. This is a birthday monster that has accessories like a birthday hat. He has pizza and also a cupcake. And I love the little glasses. It reminds me of my glasses, actually. So here we have a masculine set. It's an arm holding a beer bottle and a coffee mug, and there's so many details like the sleeves and a watch and even the cuffs on the sleeves of the other shirt. Here are the dies that go with the stamp set, so I love that, so you don't have to fussy cut. And then we have this die set, which is a cupcake with candles and flowers. And then we have this beautiful flower. The name of the flower, I don't know what it is, but it's kind of like a cornflower or a daisy or even a sunflower. And then we have these little plastic domes that once you put the die through the die cutter, it makes a little hole and then you can put some confetti inside. And then lastly, we have this little set of banners with different sentiments for happy birthday and celebrations. Okay, so I'm going to make some cards. And I think I'm using 3 of the die sets here, the first being the one with the monster. So I cut everything out off screen and I put everything on this tiny little container that I got at Daiso. So here are the 4 monsters that I already made ahead of time. I just have to add the arms and the accessories. Here are the birthday hats that I made, and I didn't really make anything out of the ordinary. I just used the scraps that I had. I also punched out some of these stars that I may or may not use. I only die cut 2 pairs of glasses because I didn't want all the monsters to have glasses, but we'll see how many end up with glasses or not. And then I stamped almost all of the sentiments and used the dies, coordinating dies, to make sure that I had that all ready to choose from. Okay, so I'm going to start putting the arms, and it's very easy. Smallest arm goes on the left, your left, and then the larger arm goes on your right. And the point of this is to make it look as if the monster is holding something. And like I said, the die set comes with accessories, comes with a birthday hat and cupcake and a slice of pizza. So because I'm going to make birthday cards and this is a birthday cake box, I'm going to use the birthday hat and some cupcakes. So here I'm just trying to figure out which birthday hats look best with the color of the monster. And I try to make sure that it's different from the color of their body. Here I'm going to attach these very, very thin Harry Potter-esque round rim glasses. They sound very fancy, but it's just a little teeny tiny piece of cardstock. And I'm going to give that to 2 of the monsters. Okay, so the only thing that's left is to give them their cupcakes. So I'm just going to attach the cupcakes there right in between the hands. I'll add a little bit of glue just to make sure that stays in place. And basically this little guy will be done. I love this cardstock. It is so bright. I think I need to make a yellow and orange and maybe some other shades of pink. But I'll definitely use this again. Okay, so here I'm working on the last one just to make sure I've got them all done. And I like to work this way, like I do several at a time. That way I do different combinations and then I end up with at least 4 to 5 cards of the same type. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the card base that comes in the kit. It's textured, it's very smooth and textured at the same time. I don't know if that makes any sense. I also use this oval scalloped. It's not completely oval, but arch scallop to cut out these arches and in different colors. And my yellow got a little boo boo there at the top, but I end up using it anyway. I can always cover that. I took the largest of all of them with the scallop at the bottom, and then I cut 2 pieces in black, and then I attached those at the top just by scoring a little part. And then that way it will open up like a card. So I do use the card bases for 2 of the monsters, and then I use this type of flip card with the scalloped arch on for 2 of the other monsters. This purplish magenta is just stunning. I absolutely adore this color. Okay, so there I'm making sure that it opens up, and then I'm just going to decide which monster is going to go on the top. And I didn't use the green because it had some of that magenta in the hat. And while this guy has some magenta in the hat, it is not, it's just like in between. So it's mostly yellow is what I mean. So it didn't really blend in. So that worked really well. Now I'm just doing the same with the other monsters, just moving them around to see which color background would look best. I did cut out a light blue one, and I ended up finding it after I finished filming. That light blue one would have been really good with maybe the red or that purple, but I didn't find it until it was too late. But I'll definitely make a card using some light blue. Okay, so now I'm just gonna add some foam tape to the back of these guys as well, and then I'm going to glue them down. So like I said, I have 2 on the scalloped arch as a flip card, top folding I should say, and then the other 2, I believe I used the card bases. Okay, so the 2 arched ones are done, and then I'm just going to take some of those arches and just figure out how that would look on top of the card base. Nothing fancy here. And I just wanted to, make it look like it was just slightly different. Okay, I'm just going to add those. And then basically these cards are done. The only thing it would need is a sentiment. So this little splatter thing, I'm sorry, I completely lost the name of it. But I splattered this neon color all over the back of the white cardstock because I felt like it was a little too stark. And then I accidentally got some on 2 of the monsters, but it worked out because all I ended up doing was just splattering some more on them so that it looked intentional, and it actually came out looking cute. So once that dried, and I had to help it dry because it was taking quite a bit to dry, I'm going to add the arch with the monster on top. Okay. Alrighty. So all 4 cards are done. I added some of the sentiments. I think I added the one that says something about, oh gosh, crumbs. This one says, it's your birthday, devour it. I'm sorry. I'm doing this voiceover late at night and I am half asleep. So the one says, it's your birthday, devour it. And the other one says, leave nothing but crumbs. Really, really cute. And I love those sentiments too. So these are perfect for kid cards or someone who's a kid at heart. All right, let's move on to the next die set. I'm going to use this champagne or half champagne bottle. I've already prepared them and put them into my little tray. I just divide everything with just a piece of cardstock in between so I don't have to go crazy looking at different trays. Keep everything in one place. So again, I created 4 sets. I did create more than 4 bottles because I had I had to use two different shades of the same color, so I just alternated and ended up with two pink, two green, and two blue. So here is another card base, and I'm going to use the card bases that come in the kit to create all four cards. So this bottle is just the top of the bottle, so the intention is for you to make the focal point, the champagne just bursting out with the cork, which is that is just so impactful. I mean, when I first saw it, I was like, whoa, this is just so unique, and I think it's so versatile. I could definitely make congratulations cards, graduation cards, happy anniversary, happy wedding day, any type of celebration would go really well with this set. Typically, champagne bottles would have dark glass. So the dark blue and the dark green, in my opinion, look the best. But you can definitely make bottles in any color that you want. Okay, so I added the sentiment there, just a simple happy birthday in a very pretty scripty font. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the others. Here's the dark green. I think the dark green looks fantastic. Here is the pink and the light blue. And I just kept on adding different sentiments. So happy birthdays. I think one might say congratulations. Okay, so this set also comes with dies that have streamers because it is a celebration, right? So I cut a whole bunch of those out of this mustardy yellow that kind of gives the illusion of it being gold. And I just add those around using the picture from the packaging as my inspiration so that I can finish that. So I'm going to do the rest at some other points, but you get the idea. It ends up being the same thing. Add the streamers, add the little spots or drops, and you've got four fantastic cards for any occasion. Okay, last set. This is for masculine cards, but it could also be for feminine cards, I guess. So we have a coffee mug that says HBD for happy birthday, and we have a what is that? Beer, a beer mug. I cut out the arm or the hands in three different shades. I love to give people cards that look like them, if that makes sense. When I color things, I make it look like the person, same type of hair, same skin tone, etc. So I do the same thing with this. So I'm just looking at which hand looks best with which sleeve that I created. I created quite a few. There's this green one. There's a white one, like a dress shirt. There's a black and white one. And then here is another dress shirt. One of them has a black button and one has a silver. Again, I just have a bunch of sentiments already cut and ready to go. So now it's just setting up the card. So I have this paper from, I think, some sheets or a packet that I bought from Joann's before they went out of business. I kind of went crazy buying a lot of the loose paper. And I think this was one of them. It's got clocks on one side and some stripes on the other. The stripes, for some reason, make me think of a dad or Father's Day. So I thought it'd be appropriate to use here. I'm using that as the background. And the card base is a standard 4¼ by 5½. And then I just cut that blue pattern paper in 4 by 5¼ So here I have some other arches, and my idea was to put a smaller arch in the center and then put the arm with the mug or the cup in the middle. So here I settled on the mid-tone skin arm and the green sleeve. And the I was going to say coffee, but that's a beer mug. So I'm just moving things around to see what they look like. And I really didn't like that white arch. I decided to take it out. Don't know if that was the right decision. You can let me know in the comments, but I thought it was a little too much. So I rearranged everything. And then as you saw there, I just took a bone folder and I scored very quickly the edge of that sleeve, so that it would look like it's coming out from the very edge and not sticking out of the card. I then just moved my sentiment around. The sentiment says, have the best birthday ever. And I'm just going to place that right at the bottom in the center. And then make sure that everything is glued down. I did use some dimension. You can see there that it's green. It's some foam with adhesive on one side, and I just add some glue that I got off of Amazon. Putting stuff on foam tape, it makes it look a little bit better because it pops out and it gives it dimension. And then I grabbed these enamel dots. I have a ton of them. Most of them are from Hobby Lobby. I think I got a few from Amazon. I'm going to add one to every corner here, just so that it looks a little fuller, give a little bit of dimension as well, because these kind of are a little puffy. And it almost looks like it's, not sure what you call it, like a bolt or a button holding this pattern down. All right, so that card is done. And then here's the second one that I did off screen. I put a watch on this one, a light blue sleeve. I used the coffee mug, some striped paper at the back, and my sentiment says just add cake. I love this set. I can use this for so many occasions as well. So I still have a couple of die sets left, but I think I did pretty well with all of these dies. These cute little monsters, the hands with the mug and cup, and then I think, yeah, my champagne bottles, which I think are fantastic. I mean, 4 of every card, except for the hands. That one I only did 2, but I did cut out enough hands, so I will be making some more. I think that this set is absolutely worth it. You can do so much. This will last you such a long way. You can mix and match with all other Spellbinder products. I hope that this inspires you to check out some of the offerings of Spellbinders. It is one of my favorite companies. Their dies are just amazing, detailed, and great sizes to be able to use. If you haven't already, subscribe, hit that like button. Let me know what you want to see next. Until next time, happy crafting.